Hi, Scott Hilton, Scott Talks. Today I want to talk to you about something that helps with senior health and you never would have thought about it. And I'm not talking about riding my bike. Whoa, no, I stopped for a second to tell you. No, it's owning a pet. I just heard this and I was like, this is fascinating. A lot of people don't realize it, but it can help with just someone to talk to, just help with your cognitive abilities, just getting up, especially dogs. Dogs and cats are the main thing. Dogs are better, cats are good. Goldfish and birds, nah, that ain't gonna help you. Give you someone to talk to, that's about it. But hey, how you doing? You know, the whole mental thing of having a dog, they're more needy than cats, so you have to get out, you gotta take them for a walk, you gotta pay more attention to them, you give them a little belly rub, they always want some attention, it takes you away from your other parts of your day, but you have to think about it, and that keeps you going, keeps your mind going, and that's why they say it's so good. Cats are a little more, well, see, we've got a cat. Cats are more, don't bother me, I'm busy sleeping. That's a cat. Clean my litter box. Give me some food. I need a treat. I'll beg for a treat, but that's it. And then I might leave it laying there and I'll come back and sneak it off later when, I don't want to thank you for the treat. I just want it there so I can get it later. That's a kitty cat. But and a dog is like, give me, I love you, give me, oh, please, a treat. Yeah, that's a dog. And you got to take dogs for walks, and you got to pay more attention to dogs, and they give you a lot of love back, and that's good to have too. But just having to think about it, having to get out, get some exercise, because you got to get out and walk the dog. You're always thinking about the dog. You go to the store, you come back, I got to get back, because I got to let the dog out. I can't stay gone all day. Kitty cat, especially if you have a second litter box like we do, I rotate in and out. If it gets a little dirty, I can take it out and hose it and clean out the litter and put new litter in and do all that with the second litter box already ready to go. Or if we go on a trip, about 3 days, I could put 2 litter boxes out for that cat. He don't mind. Leave him a lot of food and water, emergency bowl of water. And I leave it in the shower, just lay it on the corner of the shower for emergencies. We used to have an electronic watering thing it was neat, but if the power went out or something, it would stop. There would be no water. So you'd have to rely on that emergency water laying in the shower. We put things over the doors, like towels, and we just ordered some bumper guards. They make a door bumper that goes over the, some people just use poo noodles and cut them up. This is actually a little rubber white thing that goes on the side of the door or on top of the door, and it keeps it from closing. And we always use like hand towels and things and just throw them over the door, and they wouldn't close. You put it near the hinges and it won't close, and the cat can get it in and out, and he's smart enough to open a door pretty good. And if it's too closed, it's too much like trouble. It's too much like work. He's going to sit there and cry and want someone to help him open it. While other cats, you can have a closed cabinet at home. They'll open the cabinet and get in it. You know what I mean? That's a cat. And dogs can get in. If it's lower, the food's in there, they'll nudge that with their nose or a paw. They'll nudge the cabinet open and get to that food and tear into it. Just like cats. They'll do it. If they get the opportunity, they're going to get into it. So, yeah, so it's good for your health. Seniors, having a pet can be good for your health. It can really help you. You have to think about it. You got someone to worry about, and that's good. You have to constantly be thinking, I gotta go. I gotta get back to my cat. I gotta get back to the dog. Definitely gotta get back to the dog. Oh, the dog probably, I forgot I gotta get back. Dog might pee in the house, Lefty, he's good for a couple hours, but now he's getting a little older. I gotta get back quicker. That's just the way it is. And so having a pet and riding a bike, get you fit, get you out there breathing good air. It's good for your lungs, it's good for your heart, it's good exercise. And having a dog, it's good for your get you out walking. Walking is great health exercise for seniors. Absolutely fantastic. And having an e-bike is good too. They rate it kind of like having a regular bike is here, having an e-bike is here, and walking is here. And they're all good exercises. Because with e-bikes, you just keep going. You know, e-bike people pass me all the time. And they're zipping by, but they're going. They're going to keep going. I might turn around and say, okay, I'm not going that far. I got to turn around and go back. Maybe I'll take a pit stop at McDonald's or something, get a little drinky or something, and then I'll head back, get in some air conditioning, head back. Because I'm in Florida, it gets a little warm. But today, I'm heading to the store, gonna grab a couple things, and I just left a Burger King of all things and screwed up the order. My fault. I know it. I'm trying to get a refund from Apple because they said that they couldn't do the refund. It had to be Apple because I used Apple Pay. Oh, fine. I'll complain to Apple. I'll say, hey, I tried it, wrong store, no food, and you know they couldn't take the responsibility to hit from another store getting money and they not getting money and giving me food. You know, I understand that. That's no big deal. So I ordered the same thing, and I put in a note for Apple, and that Burger King app was like, you have to use your Apple ID email or something, and I was having trouble finding that. I found a way to give Apple a comment, but anyway, I got my food. You know, I'd mowed grass today, so I was ready for my reward. Give me a little quick bite, then grab some stuff at the store, and ride back on my bike. So get some exercise. See, it forces you to get exercise. I mean, I could drive the car to the store, but you don't get any exercise doing that, right? So, and we've got one car, so that was the point. I have two bikes. My wife's like, what, two bikes? And I said, yeah. I got the one with I got a milk crate on the back of this sucker. I can get groceries. And I've got a little Igloo thermos with a hard Igloo thermos in there, wedged in, and a little soft thermos, the kind that bend inside that. So if you put ice block inside the hard one, and then a little block, a couple little ones inside the little one, it really gets cold in there. You could pick up ice cream and get home. If you're like, I'm like a mile and a half from the store or something like that, 2 miles. It's not too big of a deal to get back. And today's a beautiful day. It's August the 4th, 2025, here in, that's where we are. So, Ocala actually, center of the state. Usually gets some nice breezes. Right now it's kind of dead. There's no breeze, but it's not super humid, so it's not a big deal. So, not shying away from having a pet. If you're able to get out and walk and do all that, don't be shy about having a pet. But if you're having some health issues and you can't really get on your knees and change the litter box and do all that, maybe just something else. Get out and walking. Try to get out and walk. Keep going. You got to keep going when you get older. Got to stay flexible, as one bike rider said. He told me, he said, I got to stay flexible. I said, there you go. You just zip. He's zipping. He's always riding. Every time I turn around, he's riding. And I'm just like, he rides a lot more than I do. So I encourage you not to shy away from pets still. If you can still get out and walk and do some things, get out and walk. You got to keep moving. And get your little Fido or a little kitty cat. We got our little Nico. So, yeah, he's a pretty good boy. So, he tolerates me and loves my wife, and that's the way the world works. That's the way it is. But he's still a kitty cat. So, like, subscribe, and share. You know the deal. If you learned anything. And enjoy your pets. Keep yourself something to do. If you can still mow the grass a little bit, or at least give it a little weed eat. I know people that just use their weed eater to touch up the people who mow the grass. They're like, oh, that's not perfect. Let me get that over there. And they'll touch up their own after it's been done, just to get out of the house and do their gardening and water their plants, give it a little burst more of water than those little automatic things do. Because in Florida, you can water and then turn around and it dries up pretty quick. So you got to have the right plants, or you're going to be replanting to something else. You have to know where your zones are. So your zone is stay flexible. Have a good day. Bye.